Self-control is a critical life skill that we all need to learn in order to achieve success. Whether it's controlling our emotions, conquering procrastination, or managing our time wisely, self-control is key. In this video, we'll reveal the top 7 secrets to mastering self-control so that you can start living your best life today. 1. Manual habits. One of the best ways to improve self-control is by developing good habits. Habits are automatic behaviors that we do without thinking about them. Some common examples of good habits include brushing our teeth, taking a shower, and eating healthy foods. These habits are important because they help us take care of our bodies and stay healthy. When it comes to developing new habits, it is important to start small. Choose 1 or 2 new habits that you would like to develop and focus on those. Once you have mastered those, you can add additional habits. It takes time and effort to develop new habits, but it is worth it. Good habits can improve your health, your mood, and your overall well-being. 2. Daily monitoring. Self-control is essential for a healthy lifestyle. You need to be able to monitor your daily activities and make sure that you are staying on track. One of the best ways to do this is to keep a journal. Write down what you eat, how much you exercise, and how you are feeling each day. This will help you to see patterns and make necessary changes. It is also important to set goals. Having something to work towards will help you to stay motivated. Make sure that your goals are realistic and achievable. Finally, don't be too hard on yourself. If you have a slip-up, don't give up completely. Just get back on track and continue working towards your goals. 3. Managing anticipation. One of the best ways to manage anticipation is to set realistic expectations. If you know that you have a big project due in 2 weeks, don't wait until the night before to start working on it. Start working on it every day so that you don't have to do everything at once. Another way to manage anticipation is to break down your goals into smaller pieces. If you have a goal that seems overwhelming, break it down into smaller goals that you can accomplish one at a time. This will help you to stay focused and motivated. It is also important to manage your time wisely when trying to achieve a goal. Set aside enough time to work on your goal so you don't get overwhelmed or stressed out. Lastly, don't forget to reward yourself for accomplishing your goals. This will help you to stay motivated and excited about achieving your next goal. 4. Patterned living. One of the best ways to improve your self-control is to live a more structured life. That means creating patterns and routines that you can stick to on a regular basis. One way to do this is to set regular times for meals, sleep, and exercise. This will help to train your body and mind to know when it is time to eat, sleep, or move around. Another way to improve your self-control is to eliminate distractions from your life. This means turning off the TV, putting away your phone, and avoiding anything that can take away from your focus. If you can stick to a more structured lifestyle, you will find that it becomes easier to control your impulses and make better decisions overall. 5. Calculated distractions. There are many things that can distract us from staying on track with our goals, but we often forget that we have the power to control our own distractions. One way to do this is by being more aware of the things that distract us. If we know what our triggers are, we can plan ahead and find ways to avoid them. Another way to control our distractions is by setting limits on ourselves. For example, we can limit the amount of time we spend on social media or watching television. We can also create a distraction-free environment for ourselves by decluttering our space and removing anything that doesn't serve a purpose. Lastly, we can practice self-control by learning to say no to things that don't align with our goals. If we can learn to control our distractions, we will be one step closer to achieving our goals. 6. Avoiding temptations. One of the most important aspects of self-control is avoiding temptation. If you are trying to avoid certain behavior, it is important to remove yourself from situations where you are likely to be tempted. For example, if you are trying to avoid overeating, you should try to avoid going to places where there is a lot of food around. It can also be helpful to have a plan for what you will do if you are tempted. For example, if you are trying to avoid eating junk food, you could plan to eat a healthy snack instead. This way, you have something to turn to when you are feeling tempted. Finally, it is important to remember that everyone has moments of weakness. If you give in to temptation occasionally, don't beat yourself up too much. Just try to get back on track as soon as possible. 7. Productive forgiveness. We all screw up from time to time. It's human nature. What separates the successful from the unsuccessful is what we do after we make a mistake. Successful people know that it's important to forgive yourself for your mistakes. By forgiving yourself, you are able to move on and focus on being productive. Unsuccessful people tend to dwell on their mistakes and beat themselves up about it. This does nothing but hold you back and prevent you from being productive. So, if you want to be successful, learn to forgive yourself. It's an essential part of mastering self-control.